Philadelphia Derringer. American gunsmith Henry Derringer developed his single-shot pocket pistol in Philadelphia during the 1850s, aiming to build a concealable self-defense weapon far smaller than standard revolvers of the era. It became commercially available through the 1850s, with Derringer selling thousands of units to civilians wanting discreet personal protection. It commonly fired a large caliber round between 41 and 44 caliber, weighed only about 220 grams, and measured just 12 to 15 centimeters in length. It held a single round in a fixed barrel, loaded from the muzzle with black powder and a percussion cap, requiring manual reloading after every shot. Its brass or steel frame and short barrel meant it sacrificed range and accuracy entirely in exchange for pure concealability, since it was designed purely for close self-defense encounters. Its most famous use came on April 14, 1865, when John Wilkes Booth used a Derringer-style pistol to assassinate President Abraham Lincoln at Ford's Theater. That single event permanently linked the word Derringer with tiny concealable pistols in American public memory. Countless manufacturers copied Derringer's basic design after his original patents expired, and the generic term Derringer came to describe any small single or double-barreled pocket pistol. Modern Derringers, though updated with cartridge ammunition, still follow the same basic concept of extreme concealability over range or capacity. Its legacy remains tied to one of the most consequential single shots ever fired from a handgun. Few firearms in history carry as direct a link to a single, world-changing historical event as Derringer's original pocket pistol design does. Remington Double Derringer, Model 95. American manufacturer Remington developed the Model 95 Double Derringer in the early 1860s, building on the growing demand for compact self-defense pistols following Derringer's original success. It was officially released in 1866, quickly becoming one of the most popular pocket pistols in American history. It commonly chambered .41 rimfire, weighed about 230 grams, and measured just 12 centimeters, small enough to disappear into a vest pocket or handbag. It held 2 rounds stacked in over-under barrels, giving a second shot without reloading, a meaningful improvement over Derringer's original single-shot design. Its barrels pivoted upward for loading, and a manual selector switched which barrel fired first, keeping the mechanism simple and reliable for decades of production. Its small size made it popular among gamblers, travelers, and lawmen throughout the American West, valued as a reliable backup weapon rather than a primary firearm. Production continued for over 65 years, an unusually long run for a handgun design, reflecting steady demand across generations of American civilians. Its reputation as a hideout gun carried into countless stories and legends of the American frontier era. Modern replica and updated versions remain commercially available today, a testament to how enduring the basic double-barrel Derringer concept has proven across more than a century and a half. Few 19th-century firearm designs have stayed in continuous cultural relevance for quite as long as this one. FP45 Liberator. American manufacturer Guide Lamp, a division of General Motors, developed the FP45 Liberator in 1942 for the U.S. Office of Strategic Services, aiming to produce an extremely cheap, disposable pistol for resistance fighters in occupied territory. It was officially manufactured starting in June 1942, with over 1 million units produced in just a few months at minimal cost per unit. It fired the .45 ACP cartridge, weighed just 450 grams, and measured 14 centimeters, made almost entirely from stamped sheet metal rather than machined parts. It held a single round in a smoothbore barrel, requiring the user to manually cycle a metal rod to eject the spent casing after firing. Its stated purpose was for resistance fighters to kill an enemy soldier at extremely close range, then take that soldier's rifle for further use, rather than serving as a standalone combat weapon. Millions were dropped by parachute or smuggled into occupied France, the Philippines, and other territories during World War II for use by resistance movements. Actual combat use remains poorly documented, since most were reportedly never distributed or used as intended, with some destroyed to prevent capture. Its extreme simplicity and disposability made it one of the cheapest firearms ever mass-produced, costing just a few dollars per unit at the time. Its legacy endures mainly as a symbol of wartime desperation and resourcefulness rather than as a weapon that saw extensive documented combat. Its story illustrates how a firearm's historical significance doesn't always depend on how often it was actually fired in anger. Baby Browning, FN 6.35mm. Belgian manufacturer FN Herstal developed the Baby Browning in the early 1900s based on John Browning's earlier pocket pistol designs, aiming to build the smallest practical self-defense pistol for civilian carry. It was officially released in 1906 as the FN Model 1906, with a smaller baby variant following in 1931. It fired the small 6.35mm Browning cartridge, weighed just 285 grams, and measured only 11 centimeters, small enough to fit inside a closed fist. It held 6 rounds in a single-stack magazine and used a simple blowback operating system, keeping the mechanism compact and reliable despite its tiny size. Its low recoil and light weight made it especially popular among civilians seeking a genuinely pocketable defensive firearm rather than a full-sized handgun. It became widely popular across Europe and the United States through the early 20th century, marketed specifically towards civilians rather than military or police use. Various government officials and civilians carried it for personal protection, valuing its concealability above raw stopping power. Its influence extended well beyond its own production run, inspiring countless imitators and derivative pocket pistols manufactured by other companies throughout the 20th century. Production continued for decades, and later variants remained available into the 1980s. It remains one of the most historically significant compact pistols in establishing the modern civilian pocket pistol category. Its influence can still be traced in the general layout and proportions of small self-defense pistols manufactured well over a century after its original release. Walther PPK. German manufacturer Walther developed the PPK in the late 1920s, adapting its earlier PP pistol into an even smaller frame intended for concealed carry by civilians and plainclothes police officers. It was officially released in 1931, quickly becoming a preferred sidearm for German police detectives who needed a concealable weapon. It commonly chambered .32 ACP, or .380 ACP, weighed about 590 grams, and measured 15 centimeters, larger than pure pocket pistols, but still compact enough for concealed carry. It held 6 or 7 rounds in a single-stack magazine and used a straightforward blowback system, giving reliable performance across its intended close-range defensive role. Its double-action trigger allowed a loaded pistol to be carried safely with the hammer down, then fired with a single trigger pull, a genuine safety improvement for concealed carry use. German police and intelligence officers carried it widely through the 1930s and beyond, and it later became associated with various European security services after World War II. Its steel construction and compact grip made it comfortable to conceal under normal clothing without printing visibly. It gained enormous cultural fame through fictional secret agent stories from the mid-20th century onward, cementing its reputation as the quintessential spy's sidearm in public imagination. Production continued for decades under both Walther and licensed manufacturers, and updated versions remain commercially available today. Its blend of genuine concealability and real cultural fame gave it a lasting reputation few other compact pistols of its era ever achieved. North American Arms Mini Revolver. American manufacturer North American Arms developed its miniature revolver line starting in the mid-1970s, aiming to build the smallest practical revolver capable of firing a genuine defensive cartridge. It was officially released in 1975, targeting civilians wanting an extremely concealable backup firearm smaller than any Derringer or pocket pistol. It commonly chambers .22 short, .22 long rifle, or .22 Magnum, weighs as little as 140 grams, and measures just 10 to 13 centimeters, depending on barrel length. It holds 5 rounds in a small cylinder and uses a single-action mechanism, requiring the hammer to be manually cocked before each shot, keeping the design mechanically simple and reliable at its tiny scale. Its stainless steel construction resists corrosion well, making it a popular choice for outdoor carry, where a larger firearm would be impractical. Hikers, campers, and civilians seeking a true backup weapon have adopted it widely since its release, valuing its ability to fit in a pocket or small pouch unnoticed. Its extremely low recoil in .22 caliber makes it approachable even for shooters uncomfortable with larger defensive calibers. It remains in continuous production today, with variants including folding trigger models designed for even easier pocket carry. Its enduring popularity demonstrates continued civilian demand for genuinely tiny firearms nearly 50 years after its original release. Its niche but steady following shows that some shooters will always prioritize absolute concealability over capacity or stopping power. Mach 11. American engineer Gordon Ingram developed the Mach 11 in the early 1970s, scaling down his earlier Mach 10 submachine gun design into an even smaller frame chambered for a lighter cartridge. It was officially released in 1972 through Military Armament Corporation, targeting military, police, and civilian markets with an extremely compact automatic weapon. It fires the 2380 ACP cartridge, weighs about 1.6 kilograms, and measures just 25 centimeters with its stock folded, remarkably small for a fully automatic weapon. It feeds from a 16 or 32 round magazine and uses a simple blowback system, cycling at an extremely high rate of fire, near 1,380 rounds per minute, due to its light bolt and short travel distance. Its tiny size and high rate of fire made it popular for close-range concealment roles, though its light weight made controlling sustained automatic fire genuinely difficult for most shooters. Limited military and police units adopted it for specialized close-quarters roles, while its commercial availability made it popular among civilian collectors interested in compact automatic weapons. Suppressor attachments became closely associated with the weapon, since Ingram designed the barrel threading specifically to accommodate sound suppression. Its extreme compactness and rate of fire made it a frequently referenced example of pocket-sized automatic firepower in later popular culture. Production ended in the late 1970s, though its influence on later compact submachine gun designs remained significant for decades afterward. Its extreme rate of fire and tiny frame continue to make it a frequently cited example whenever compact automatic weapons come up in firearms discussions. Sig Sauer P365. American and German manufacturer Sig Sauer developed the P365 in the mid-2010s, aiming to solve a specific problem. Most compact concealed carry pistols sacrificed magazine capacity for small size. It was officially released in January 2018, immediately drawing attention for combining a genuinely pocketable frame with unusually high ammunition capacity. It fires the 9x19mm Parabellum cartridge, weighs about 430 grams unloaded, and measures just 14.3 centimeters, comparable in size to many single-stack pocket pistols. It holds 10 or 12 rounds in a specially designed staggered magazine, nearly double the capacity of similarly sized pistols from previous decades. It uses a short recoil, locked breech operating system, a more complex mechanism than simple blowback, chosen specifically to safely handle the more powerful 9mm cartridge in such a small frame. Its combination of small size and high capacity quickly made it one of the best-selling concealed carry pistols in the United States within just a few years of release. Civilian concealed carry holders adopted it in enormous numbers, drawn to its balance of concealability and genuine defensive capacity. Several law enforcement agencies also began issuing it as an off-duty or backup weapon following its commercial success. Its release is often credited with starting an industry-wide shift toward high-capacity micro-compact pistols across multiple manufacturers. It remains one of the most commercially significant small firearms released in the past decade. Its impact on the broader concealed carry market shows how a single well-executed design can reshape an entire product category almost overnight. Kel-Tec P32. American manufacturer Kel-Tec developed the P32 in the mid-1990s, aiming to build the lightest practical semi-automatic pocket pistol using modern polymer materials instead of traditional steel construction. It was officially released in 1997, targeting civilians wanting the lightest possible concealed carry option available at the time. It fires the .32 ACP cartridge, weighs only about 178 grams unloaded, remarkably light due to its aluminum frame and polymer components. It measures just 12.5 centimeters and holds 7 rounds in a single-stack magazine, using a straightforward blowback operating system suited to its lower-pressure cartridge. Its extremely light weight made it especially popular among civilians, who found even compact steel-framed pistols too heavy or bulky for comfortable daily concealed carry. It became a commercial success upon release, credited with helping popularize the broader category of ultra-lightweight polymer pocket pistols that followed in subsequent years. Civilian concealed carry holders, particularly those wanting a true backup or deep concealment option, adopted it widely through the late 1990s and 2000s. Its low recoil, stemming from its mild cartridge, made it approachable for a wide range of shooters uncomfortable with heavier recoiling options. Kel-Tec's success with the P32 directly influenced its later, even more popular P3AT chambered in .380 ACP. Its lightweight construction philosophy has since become standard across the entire modern pocket pistol industry. Nearly every major manufacturer now offers a similarly lightweight polymer-framed option, a direct legacy of the path the P32 helped establish decades ago. If you found this breakdown useful, share this video with someone who's into firearms history or design. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive. Let us know in the comments which topic you want covered next.